Here we are at the airport again, checking out the CLA 250, also known as the banana car.
Welcome aboard. This is a 2020 Mercedes Benz CLA 250 loaner car in bright yellow. Yes, yellow. Apparently, yellow cars can't sell, so they throw them on to the loaner fleet, which is funny. Now I'm driving a really bright base car. This car is about, I think, just a tad under 40 grand. It's relatively base model. The only option it has is the wheels and ambient lighting. So this is as basic as it can be. Engine performance is a 221 horsepower 2-liter turbo with a 7-speed dual clutch. Torque-wise, actually pretty good. 260 pounds torque, and then even with this old dual clutch transmission, unlike the new GLB, which gets to 9-speed, that thing is actually a lot responsive. But a normal driving like this up in Mulholland here, it's good enough for front-wheel drive platform. It's actually pretty sporty, even though it's a front-wheel drive. Body roll, not so much. Now, in terms of interior, because this is a base model, we have two little, 6-inch screens across the front dash here. It looks really cheap because it's just full of bezels. What annoys me that worse is when I want to look at the tach, you can either have the tach and then a digital readout of your speed, or the other way around. You can't have both at the same time, unlike the optional 12-inch screen where you can get both. Something to get used to, but I guess, demographic for this car don't really care. Interior space, it's actually pretty good because it's a front-wheel drive car. My knee is not banging against the interior and the center console, unlike the C-Class, which is always wedged against my knee. Now, equipment-wise, this is a base MBUX system. So what you get is a small 2 screens, and with the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So that's actually not too bad if you can't, throw the extra money for the nav. However, it only comes with a USB-C. So if you're an iPhone user, you better get the adapter. Mercedes sells you a $20 one, which is kind of dumb. And I will be constantly interrupted by MBUX thinking I'm going to call her Hey Mercedes. Don't need none of that, so let me press this and shut her up. So yeah, if you're a USB-C user, you feel right at home because this car is future-proofing itself to annoy you. Now, in terms of equipment, this thing does have the panel roof. It's open nicely all the way up top. I have my child seat installed in the back, which is a booster seat type. Fits pretty well. But definitely this car will not work with the rear-facing seats. Unfortunately, this is a loaner car, and the brakes are beaten a little bit, even though this car says only 3,600 miles. I'm getting quite a bit of a brake vibration when I step on the brakes. So, yeah, I gotta take what we got. But in terms of material, anything that's above the waistline is soft padded material. Anything below the waistline, like door pockets and the side sills here, these are the hard plastic. So it's not terrible. In terms of user experience, you'll be distracted enough that it's nice. They got the MB text and the stitch dash. It looks pretty nice. For an entry-level baby Benz, this is pretty good. Annoyingly, this bucket seat kind of digs into my head a little bit, but otherwise, and pretty good. Material-wise, the downfall which bothers me the most are the gear changing knobs correction. Gear changing sticks and the indicator stock, they're really flimsy plastic. While every single buttons in the car is a premium material, that is 100% let down. So hopefully Mercedes will improve that down in the future. But as of right now, these are it's just something you expect from a smart car, but not a 40 grand Mercedes. And being on a Tuesday after a long weekend, there's actually no cyclists around today. Although late braking with this car with this vibrating brakes, it's not very confident. Oh, apparently something loose in the car. These Bridgestone summer tires there. Take a look. It's actually pretty good. Oh, somebody's making out. Good for them. Overall package is still nice because from the outside it looks like a miniaturized CLS. From the inside, anything within your eye level uses premium material. Only stuff that you don't touch, somewhere down here in the door pockets, that's when you start encountering their hard plastic. So overall feel, you're not going to tell the difference. Now, if these things were not selling for the last 6 months already, and then incentives are rolling around, if you can pick up one of these in the 3s, I think is a bargain. You get a lot for the money. And yeah, this is I would lease it if mommy's paying for it as a college car. Thanks for watching.
You mean banana car is funny?
Yeah. Bus. Orange
Oh, bus. Well, they have an orange bus. I have a yellow banana car.